Apparently, bullying didn't retire after middle school. It just got a makeover and moved into politics. Donald Trump, a name synonymous with boldness, controversy, and unapologetic confidence. But here's the big question. Is his bullying strategy a display of unstoppable power, or is it a risky game that could lead to humiliating failure? First, he wanted to buy Greenland. Yes, buy an entire country, and even hinted at using military force if necessary. Then he slapped tariffs on Canada and Mexico, threatening longtime allies to bend to his will. Let's not forget his jabs at the EU, claiming they owe him loyalty and a better trade deal, or his bold assumption that Canadians secretly wish to become American. And just when you thought Trump's ideas couldn't get any wilder, here comes his latest. Moving Palestinians out of Gaza to other countries and turning the land into a massive US-controlled resort. Yes, you heard that right, a resort. While the world collectively gasped and firmly rejected the idea, Trump is doubling down, calling it brilliant, and insisting that everyone will eventually agree, maybe after a little military or economic persuasion. During his inauguration, President Donald Trump stated, "We will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs." This statement not only signaled a symbolic gesture, but also highlighted Trump's admiration for McKinley's era and policies. Now, who was William McKinley? Serving as the 25th President of the United States from 1897 to 1901, McKinley was a staunch advocate for protective tariffs. He believed that high tariffs would shield American industries from foreign competition, promote domestic production, and generate revenue for the federal government. Fast forward to today, and we see President Trump echoing McKinley's protectionist sentiments. However, Trump's approach to tariffs has evolved beyond mere economic protection. Initially, he justified imposing tariffs on countries like Canada and Mexico as measures to combat illegal immigration, even suggesting that Canada was a significant gateway for fentanyl and illegal immigrants. Recently, President Trump announced a delay in implementing tariffs on Canada and Mexico, making their postponement contingent on securing favorable economic agreements. Wait a minute. Weren't these tariffs originally aimed at tackling illegal immigration and fentanyl? Not anymore. Now they've been repurposed as bargaining chips, tied to economic negotiations instead. This shift reveals a larger strategy. Under the Trump administration, tariffs are no longer just tools to protect American industries. They've become instruments of economic coercion, wielded to pressure even long-standing allies into aligning with U.S. interests. Supporters often praise Trump as a master negotiator, but let's break that down. True negotiation is about finding common ground and creating win-win solutions that benefit all parties. Trump's approach, however, leans more toward economic bullying, applying intense pressure to force other nations into compliance, often resulting in one-sided win-lose outcomes. While it might deliver short-term gains, this strategy risks alienating allies and could lead to significant diplomatic and economic fallout in the long run. According to Professor David Honig from Indiana University, Trump's negotiation style revolves around distributive bargaining, a zero-sum game where one side wins and the other loses. Picture it as two people fighting over slices of a single pie, with Trump believing success means grabbing the biggest piece. The other type of bargaining is integrative bargaining, where it's not just about fighting over a single pie, but about creating more pies together. Picture this. Instead of two hungry people battling for the last slice, imagine a baker and a caterer working out a deal on how many pies to bake, at what price, and how they'll keep collaborating long after this gig. It's about win-win outcomes, not just splitting crumbs. Baking more pies instead of just dividing one? The issue? Trump doesn't bake pies. He's focused on claiming others' slices. In his world of real estate deals and subcontractors, this approach worked. But here's the problem. International negotiations don't play by those rules. They thrive on integrative bargaining, where both sides create value. Take his tariffs on China. Trump raised them expecting a quick victory, China? They played chess. Not only did they retaliate with tariffs, but they also stopped buying U.S. soybeans altogether and started importing from Russia. The result? U.S. farmers suffered, Russia got richer, and America's influence took a hit. The problem with Trump is that he sees only distributive bargaining in an international world that requires integrative bargaining. He can raise tariffs, but so can other countries. He can't demand they not respond. Here's where it gets interesting. Trump's strategy mirrors what we see in schoolyard bullies, projecting power to mask insecurities or assert dominance. But like in any schoolyard, this approach only works until someone stands up to the bully or until the bully trips over their own ego. For leaders, confidence is crucial, but so is self-awareness. Bullying tactics might win short-term battles, but they can erode trust and cooperation in the long run. So what do you think? Let us know in the comments below.